So the project that we were working on was a project that revolved around speaking to a youth mountain bike team, and we went and talked to the Watauga Pioneers down in Boone over at a park called Rocky Knob. Our goal was to inform them a little bit about collegiate cycling as well as nutrition and why nutrition and pairing the right nutrition while cycling is important. We did this we made some goodie bags and we reached out to a bunch of different companies. We had two major ones that helped us, and that was Hammer Nutrition and First Endurance. We took these products and we went and talked to the kids and had a good little meeting about why nutrition is important and what they can do, what sorts of items that they can use to top their glucose stores off and fuel up for their rides. This was a great experience and we had a lot of fun doing it. We went and got to ride with the kids afterwards. You'll see a lot of this stuff throughout the video, the products we used, how we made the goodie bags, the speech that we went and had with them, and overall it was a good trip, a good experience. We had a lot of fun.
So here's an overview of all the products that we're going to be donating to the Nike team. To start, we have all these, which is great for fueling yourself during your ride. To start, we have the Chewy bars, which come in a variety of different flavors that are great for eating during the ride. Then we have the gels from Goo, also in a lot of different flavors. We have the Mountain Berry Shot Blocks from Cliff, the Honey Stinger Stroop Waffles, and then provided for us from Hammer, we have the electrolyte drink mix that comes in lemon lime, and that's great for using in your bottles during your ride. And then for after your ride, we have the recovery drink mix. Then we have the electrolyte tablets that you put in your bottle and they dissolve into your bottle, and they come in grape and lemon lime. We have a variety of different bars and also gels that are in an orange flavor. Over here we have the salt capsules, and then we have the pre-race drink mix, and then also provided by Hammer some variety of bottles to use.
As our goodie bags, we're going to use the Hammer bottles. So some of the stuff that we don't need to put in the bottles is going to be the bars and the Stroop waffles. Those Stroop waffles and the bars we're going to use them, and we're just going to donate them to the team director, and they can put them out at will for their riders to use. So how we're going to do it, we're just going to take some of the smaller stuff, slip it in there, a sticker, one of the capsule packets, and then we'll put Cliff Blocks, a gel, and then we'll top it off with the electrolyte tablets. One of each. And after that, top it off, and we'll set it in the box, and we'll bring it to the kids. Guys, I'm Josh, so that's David, and like you said, we're both from NICA. I grew up in New Jersey, so I raced NICA in New Jersey, and David raced in PA. So we both took that route, and then now we went on to racing college. So like, you guys in middle school, high school?
All the above.
All the above. Where's the high schoolers? Yeah, sweet. Yeah. So like, obviously, you guys are still thinking about college, or you're not thinking about college, but collegiate cycling is a thing. And you can get a scholarship to go race your bike. in like multiple different places around the country. So like you guys happen to live really close to one of the best, considered one of the best cycling schools in the nation, and that's up in Banner Elk, which is, I mean, I'm sure you guys have been up there skiing or riding Beach Mountain or checking out. But if you guys are in town, like come through. We have campus trails, and they're pretty gnarly. I mean, I've ridden here, and they're on par with this, if not a little more challenging. And the college atmosphere is awesome. I'm a junior, so I've been there for 3 years, and I mean, I've made leaps and bounds in riding, and like the potential for every rider that comes in just increases and increases, and you see a lot of benefit by going racing in college. It's a lot of fun. David's a freshman. He can tell you a little about his experience.
So I'm a freshman here at Lees-McRae, and it's just a great school. Atmosphere is really nice, and then just the whole team is just great. Getting to ride with all these different people from all over the country, you just get to meet people and travel the country and race your bike. It's a pretty great experience to be a part of.
Where's your favorite places to race? I'm just kind of curious.
So home race at school is pretty awesome, but we've also been out to. So I went out to Collegiate Nationals, which was in Durango. So I've raced at Purgatory Resort twice. I mean, I race a bit of everything. So I race road and mountain, both like XC and downhill stuff. So I'll go out to Albuquerque next week. Yeah, next week to a race in New Mexico for road racing stuff. And I mean, Colorado's pretty awesome, but like racing around, like you can't beat like racing around the country and like having all the expenses paid for it. Like, it's kind of the dream. Like if you're not a pro, like racing in college is pretty awesome. But I mean, one of the big things I learned about like racing in college in my freshman year was like a lot of stuff about nutrition, and like however, you guys ever feel like you guys know what bonking is, or like do you guys ever like finish a ride and you like feel exhausted? Like you're like, or middle of the ride, you're just like, this sucks. Like, I'm not having fun anymore. So, like, big way to like prevent that is like by eating like eating during your ride. Like, do any of you guys eat during your rides? Bring any food with you? Like, by doing that, it'll like save your ride most of the time. Like, I eat so much food, so like, I'll just pull out for today. Like, I got 3 Rice Krispie treats. And I mean, training and like for a lot of you guys, like every ride's challenging and there's different stuff, and I'm sure you're racing, so the intensity's going up as you're getting fitter and fitter. And like eating's important. So I mean, do you guys know what food labels are? You know, the labels in the back says how many calories are in everything. Well, there's a word called carbohydrates. Like, you need carbs to ride your bike. As you ride your bike, you go out, you burn glycogen, and you need to replenish that while you're riding. So it's important like to eat foods while you're riding that are high in carbs. And like, so like one thing is like Rice Krispie treats. I mean, that's good. Another stuff is like, you guys ever hear of like the company called Goo? Yeah. So like they make gels that like look like this. I mean, one of these gels has 23 grams of carbs. And like the big thing with carbs is you want to take in like 60 to 90 grams of carbs an hour. When you're racing anything over like racing or riding or training, like anything over an hour, 30 to 90, but 60 to 90 is better. Like you want to take in carbs, and so like having a couple gels in your pockets is good. Like Rice Krispie treat works, peanut butter and jelly sandwich works. I mean, if you're going out on a big day, but you want to keep eating food so that you replenish those glycogen stores, and you'll feel a whole lot better at the end of the ride. And like overall, I just think it's extremely important to like keep eating and keep drinking throughout your ride. So we had a company called Hammer. They make a lot of nutrition products. We had some other donations. We had a company called First Endurance. We reached out to them, and they were kind enough to not sponsor, but donate a bunch of product for you guys to try out. So we have 20 of these bottles, and they all kind of have like a bunch of little things that you can try out on rides. We'll pass those out, and then we have what's called a drink mix. So you just put this in your bottle, and I mean this has 30 grams of carbs per serving. So you could have this and a Rice Krispie treat, and that pretty much gets you through for an hour. So we have a bunch of stuff for you guys to try and test out, donated by mostly First Endurance, and then this company called Hammer, and then there's a bunch of different other products that like you guys get to try out. I mean, we'll give them to your coaches, or if your parents are still here, you can check out one of these bottles, and we got 20 of these bottles, and you can grab a couple things for your ride today out of the bottle and take the bottle home with you if you guys want. But
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
We got some guys here that race. So what would be the easy?
packaging, and I just lick the bottom of them and stick them to my frame. So you can easily grab them like that, or just have the pack in your back pocket. I mean, just any way that you can get some type of carbs in is really important, like especially when you're racing. You need to be fueling yourself.
Yeah, and so I know like when I race the Nike stuff, and then once I transition, as races get as you get older, typically the races are going to get longer and longer. So anything over an hour, you really want to start planning it out. And a lot of times, like one of the easiest ways to do it is with the drink mix. So there's a company that's Scratch. They sponsor our team at school, and they make this mix that has 100 grams of carbs in it. And you can put that in your bottle, and then you have 100 grams of carbs in your bottle, so you just drink your bottle, and that's pretty much good enough for an hour and a half XC race. But yeah, a lot of times it helps to just plan out what you're gonna eat, and that'll make your ride just feel that much better. Like, you'll feel good at the end, you won't feel like you hit a wall, you'll be able to get through your efforts, and it'll be a lot more fun. So if you guys want to try, and unless anyone else
Does anyone have any questions?
I think Henry has a question.
Does the drink mix taste good?
So personally, I'm just gonna say yes, but I haven't tried this one. But they sent it to free.
You're
for
saying
free.
some taste good, some maybe.
It's an acquired taste, I feel like. Sometimes, if you like lemon lime or if you like fruit punch, it'll be good. At the Hammers, so there's this drink for Nike races aren't over an hour.
Well, there's hour and a half.
Are they? So I missed my senior year due to COVID, so I didn't get to race my varsity year. But yeah, so for anything under an hour, like a goose shot or a gel shot on like the start line would work. But so for me, what I would do I'll have David demonstrate. So either you can put it in your pockets and then just like bite it and rip the top off, squirt it in your mouth, or you could have drink mix in your bottle. But one thing I do for like, if I want to have a gel that's really convenient, like, you ever stick this? Yeah, here, I'll show you. You can take it and
Ways
just
to put it
shove it in there,
up in your bib and have it here. You can just easily
pull it out, and
pull
rip
it
the
out
top
and
off,
get
and eat
it.
it.
I saw someone at a race who had taped them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then they could just rip it off,
That makes sense,
and then
too.
you
That's a
just
good
go,
idea.
and then it was like there was 3 of them stacked.
Yeah, right in the ramp.
So first, we're gonna check our air pressure. Feel your front tires and your back tires.
Get your gears right. Get your gears right. So I better wait too, huh?
So overall, it was a great experience. I want to thank Josh Gillis, Luke, and David Schuster for helping us out. We had a great time. I know me and David went and actually got to experience the event, and we learned a lot, and I think we helped teach the kids all kinds of stuff. It was really interesting to hear their perspective, to see all the youth mountain bikers and tell them a little bit about collegiate cycling, as well as the nutrition side of the project. And overall, it was a really great experience. Can't thank the nutrition sponsors enough for helping us out, and I look forward to helping out in the future. I know the rest of the guys do as well. Yep, thanks for watching.